Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll walk through how to build a decentralized election voting application and deploy it on the Conflux eSpace Testnet. This application allows you to create elections, whitelist voters, cast votes, and view results, all on the blockchain. We begin the demo with a well-designed landing page that acts as the home screen of the DApp. To start, we create an election by submitting a form with the title, description, and candidates. Once the form is submitted, a transaction is triggered to initialize the election smart contract on the blockchain. This is followed by another transaction to add candidates to the election. Finally, a third transaction is executed to store all the metadata on-chain. After the election is successfully created, the user is redirected to the election details page. Since we've enabled a whitelist mechanism, only authorized addresses can participate in the election. To do this, we whitelist 3 different wallet addresses by triggering transactions that update the whitelist on the blockchain. These addresses will now be eligible to vote once the election start time is reached. Until the election starts, no voting is allowed, and after the end time, no changes can be made. Once the election goes live, whitelist users can begin voting. We start by voting for the candidate CFX using the first address. The transaction confirms successfully, and the vote is registered. We then switch to a second whitelist address and cast another vote for CFX. After that, we use the third whitelist wallet to vote for another candidate called Random. At this point, the votes are CFX with 2 votes and Random with 1 vote. Since all eligible addresses have voted, we wait for the election to conclude. When the election ends, we fetch and display the results from the smart contract. As expected, CFX wins the election with 2 votes. The app also includes functionality to view all ongoing, upcoming, and ended elections. Clicking on View Election provides a detailed summary of each election, including candidates, their descriptions, the number of votes, and whether the current user is eligible to vote. If a non-whitelist user attempts to vote, the contract restricts the action. On the back end, we've written a Solidity smart contract named Election Voting DApp that manages all core functionalities, creating elections, whitelisting addresses, casting votes, and computing results. The contract is deployed using Hardhat on the Conflux eSpace Testnet. We've configured the deployment environment in hardhat.config.js, and the actual deployment is handled via deploy.js. The frontend is developed using React and connected to the smart contract using Ethers.js. It includes a create election form that captures input, handles transactions, and displays confirmation. We also render election details, voter eligibility, and real-time vote counts directly from the blockchain. The interface dynamically reflects the blockchain state, ensuring transparency and trust. To summarize, this DApp demonstrates how to build a full-stack decentralized voting system with smart contract integration, real-time interaction, and role-based participation. All code is open-sourced on GitHub, including modules for election management, whitelist handling, voting logic, and result display. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments.